want to regale you guys with a little something before we start stream of A Tale of Two Gachas.
It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. You stupid monkey.
So, while Uma Musume is doing phenomenally well on global, like holy shit, I was not expecting so many people to be fucking obsessed with Hans. There is another gacha that's not doing so hot, and it's actually one that I kind of called very early on, and that is Persona 5 The Phantom X. This fucking thing is doing so fucking bad, you guys. Like, first things first is, people asked me about this when it first got announced, and I said, I don't know if I'm gonna play this.
The king of DA Subway Slam cannot be stopped.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the Subway Slam, but I said I'm not sure if I want to play this personally for a few reasons. One, if I wanted to play Persona, I would just play Persona. For me, this felt like, and from the trailers, a very like watered down bootleg version of Persona 5, and like it basically is. It absolutely is. And like, for me, I first saw this and I was like, this is fine, but I feel like it's just gonna be like a Persona 5 knockoff. And lo and behold, I was right. But it kind of made my ick factor go off, right? I had the same feeling with Infinity Nikki when like they didn't share the fact that it was a gacha on their trailers, and this one gave me similar ick for some reason. And then when I checked out the UI, I did not download this game, by the way. I'm probably not gonna play it. This is a Genshin game designed as a Persona game. The UI is very much Persona 5. Like, it looks like Persona 5, but then it has stuff like weapons, artifacts, like the banners, and it's not doing so hot. And it wasn't doing so hot in China either. Like, it made like $100,000 last month, I think. That's not good if you compare it to like other gachas of that caliber, but it had its global release recently and it's not doing hot. And the main reason why is because the global community is being treated like absolute garbage. I'm not joking when I say this, that the global community, Japan and the West, less rewards, like a lot less, and characters that used to be in standard banner now have limited runs. There's a lot more, actually. There's like a full list of things that have been happening, but the global community noticed because they're not stupid. It's very clear to everybody on global that this is just the studio trying their very, very best to recoup any losses they have before this fucking thing gets an end of service announcement. Like, everyone is calling it now. This gacha is going to die probably pretty soon. And it got to the point that like, now whenever they tweet anything, whenever they announce a new waifu or a new event, everyone on Twitter is just asking them to address the issues with the global community because it's really, really bad. And if you go to Steam, because you can play the game on Steam, their reviews used to be positive, now they're very mixed, most of them being super negative, and most of them addressing the issues with the global community. I'll be surprised if this even lasts till Christmas. Me too. I'm giving it like 6 months tops before they announce end of service, because it's not doing well. And you know what the sad part is? I've been looking at the designs for the characters. I might do a review, and it's just such a shame because there's so many good characters here. And I definitely think that if Atlus wanted to make a Persona gacha, they should have done something different. They should have not made Persona 5. Like, this gacha is the epitome of beating a dead horse. The story for this is basically Persona 5 but watered down. I'm not joking. Like, your first fucking villain is called the Subway Slammer. But the main issue seems to be that the global community is being treated like absolute dog shit compared to like China. And it got so bad that Chinese players are complaining to like Sega and being like, hey, this isn't fair to the global players, what the fuck? Like, if Chinese players complain, usually the devs listen. And in this instance, I don't know if they're ignoring it completely, but it seems like they're just refusing to acknowledge the fact that global is getting less rewards. They're getting new banners very, very rushed. Like, it's at 1.6 speed. And normally, banners are a bit quicker when something releases on global, but in this case, most of them are limited. These are characters that almost all of them went to standard. And the events don't even give you enough rewards to be a free-to-play Andy. They're basically trying to force the global community to spend money to get these characters, you know? This is the list of Persona 5X global issues. Let me read it for you in my beautiful, sultry voice. No guaranteed banner at launch. Horrendous soft pity. Oh yeah, their soft pity got fucking destroyed, and China has better soft pity than the West. Accelerated schedule with no mention of compensation. No one's getting rewards for anything, minus like the 100 gems. Backloaded rewards for synergies, incentivizing putting money at the start of the game. There's a lot of FOMO. And you get bombarded with gacha UI as soon as you fucking log in. It's pretty bad. Level requirements to continue the story. Get to level 30 to beat Palace 1 boss, which was not there in other versions of the game. Obviously playing on FOMO to get players to buy/use stamina. That's pretty bad. Like, trying to fucking cajole and coerce players into buying stamina is already really scummy. This game doesn't have a calendar system. It's not like Persona 5. You use stamina to do activities and get through the day. So the fact that they're like actually incentivizing FOMO to this degree, like usually when a fucking gacha launches, they give you a lot of stamina restore items so you can keep playing and get hooked. Not this time. Horrendous pop-up ads that were not present in other versions of the game. Higher prices for beginner save files. The puppet one is $5, but I'm pretty sure it was only $1 in the other versions. Usually the starter pack for any gacha is like $1. Chinese servers in the new update give 10 limited characters pull in a 7-day login event. Meanwhile, Global only gets 7 weapon pulls and a 7-day login event to stale. Instead, like, they're trying to do everything they can to get you to pull for characters using your own money. They're not giving away any units, nothing. Many characters' pull sources were replaced with weapon pulls or jewels. Like, they're taking away the in-game currency you need to pull for characters. Limited standard units no longer being put in the standard banner after the banner ends immediately. Instead of putting the unit in the standard banner right away, they're making you wait like 2 or 3 weeks. And by the time that time gets there, the event where you needed that character has already passed. So they're trying to FOMO you into buying it. Reduced batch release rewards compared to the Chinese servers. 600 for Chinese servers and 100 for global. Lack of communication between players. And fumbling English localizations and 1.1 livestream English translations. So basically it seems like the global community for Persona 5X has been an afterthought. To show you guys, this is the top gacha, Genshin Impact. This is what they've made in June. 65 million, right? That's a fuck ton of money. So then now we go to the spot number, where the fuck is it? It's pretty down, it's pretty low down. 36. It made 4 million because of the global release, but if you check the stats, it made 275,000 and only like 10,000 downloads in a bit. It's not good. And Persona 5 in particular is huge. This is the global release. The global release barely broke 1 million. For a release of a game like this, that's not good. It did better in Japan, 2.6 million because Persona is a Japanese series, so more people are excited about that one. But it's not holding up well. So a lot of people are thinking that they're just trying to fucking cash grab.
The only alteration that Musume did from the JP version in the global version, besides having quality of life changes from the beginning, is that they are releasing 2 horses for every banner, isn't it of 1?
So like, and Musume that just had its global release did 12 million. Like, not bad at all. These games came out at the same time, right? So not only is Persona 5X like completely shafting its global player base, it also happened to come out at the same time as Musume Pretty Derby, which has been absolutely fucking killing it. Fans of Persona 5 are probably not going to be huge fans of Persona 5X. I've heard that the game isn't super bad, but for me personally as a Persona fan, I would have never, you know? That and the fact that it's just like a fucking Stario clone wearing a Persona mask already makes it very unappetizing to me. But like, the fact that to build a character you have to farm 5 artifacts that have suspiciously similar stats to Genshin Impact, I don't know, mama. Like, I could see through this in a heartbeat. I was joking, I was talking about it with Hubby and I said, this is basically Chinese bootleg Persona, but like, it is Chinese bootleg Persona. This is like a Chinese studio, that just happens to be a coincidence, but it's Persona 5 in the most watered down, simplified version imaginable with like microtransaction and terrible player optimization for global. It's just not a good look. I think that Sega should at least address this, but it's very, very likely that this gacha is gonna get shut down in a few months. And the character designs, you know what the worst part is? The character designs are fucking baller. I'm gonna probably be talking about them at some point soon because I do think that they're very good because they still cook there. But sadly, the gacha itself is not great. And Persona 5 starts really, really strong with Kamoshida, right? It's an incredibly harrowing story, a great first palace, and it kind of like teaches you about what really does go on in situations like that where you think it's not that serious, but then you take a deeper dive and it's a gigantic problem, like a fucking teacher fucking sexually assaulting a student. And in Persona 5X, we have the subway slammer. Let me just show you guys this. This is his main villain. This is the reason he has a palace. That's it. He pushes people. His villain arc is because I not even pushed a person off a parade. He just pushes people. Kamoshida fucking essayed a student. Tried to essay one of our fucking main characters. Tried to expel our main characters. What does Persona 5X get? Look at that. What the? He's gonna shove a baby off a stroller. That's it. Oh. Okay, that one was a bit worse. Oh, he killed that baby. And like the reason he does this? Because he lost a fucking baseball match. Look at this. Lost a baseball match to a girl, and that's like his tragic fucking, that's his Joker moment. The baby one is actually the bad ending if you fail the dungeon, as it actually didn't happen. Oh my god, that's even worse! I'm gonna shove her. Thanks so much for the follow. And like, Girly Pop is pretty cute. This is one of the playable units. Subway Slammer. And the girl that does not at all fucking look like Shiho, but it's the Shiho stand-in. Uh-oh, I got shoved. Loses one. Subway Slam. Wait, if he just pushes her and nothing else happens, like... You cannot fall onto the train tracks like that. If she fucking, like, flies... No! The gates in the subway are there to prevent precisely that type of shit from happening. Like, he would have had to pick her up and throw her over the grate, not just fucking shoulder check her. He's perfected his technique you don't understand. Chat! She'd be dead from a hit that hard. And like, instead of turning this fucker into the police where there was cameras and fucking eyewitnesses, the police officer does nothing. Like, there was witnesses! And this is supposed to be as compelling a villain as fucking Kamoshida. He just walked away. That is bad. What narrative editorial greenlit this shit? I don't know, mama. It makes me laugh so bad because Persona 5's first palace was an amazing hook to get you to stick with the game. Kamoshida's in a position of power. He like owns the fucking volleyball team. He coaches them. They're champions. Kamoshida could not get touched by anyone because he was in a position of power. That's why he was abusing it. Is this supposed to be the Shiho moment of this game? Yes. Yes, yes it is.
Chi's friend drank her gamer subs she ordered using code KINKYMATION at checkout so she could have the energy to Subway slam her friend out of the way and save her life.
Yeah, if it wasn't for gamer subs, not Femme Joker here would be dead. Fun fact, the writer for this arc was fired. So what does that tell you about this Kamoshida from Teemo? Can someone get me a source on that if that's true? The Subway truther. Anyway, conclusion. If you guys want to check out Persona 5 The Phantom X, don't. Go play Persona 5 Royal. It's way more fun and you don't have to gamble for your units. You can't be a free-to-play Andy in this game in global. It doesn't matter how fucking cute the character designs are. It's gonna be a subpar experience compared to what you could get from actually playing Persona 5. I fucking called this from the outset that I was like, I don't like the look of this and I don't think it's gonna be good. And sadly, I am disappointed to be correct. I hope that Sega tries to address the issues with global. I don't think that they are going to, not even a little bit, but I hope they do. And if this fucking thing lasts 6 months, I'm going to be very surprised. I think we're gonna make this little bit into a tiny baby YouTube video. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. What do you think? Are you guys planning on checking out this game anyway, knowing all of this? If so, why? I am like a Persona 5 Giga fan and I would not play this, so I would like to know the perspective of other fans out there if you guys want to play it. And if you play gachas, which gachas do you play? Because, like, I'm gonna try out Huns tonight, so... Go get some gamer subs so you don't get body slammed into the subway. YouTube segment over, let's play Huns. I was desperate to make sure I didn't embarrass you. I'm so glad that I ran well. Now then, a reward for giving me the chance to debut. Yee-hee, who's a good trainer? Stop petting me! I'm too gay for this! I don't know why, but this is really tugging at my heartstrings. I'll never forget cuddling you right now. Sweetie. Let's do this again at the classics, at the Satsuki show. I smile and nod as I watch Super Creek tearing up a little.